This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
A pretty scary thing happened this weekend in Ohio at Donald Trump's rally. I'm going to play the video, two different angles of it, in fact. And it was disconcerting to me when I saw it. Not just the imagery and the religious overtones that were brought, but also the adherence to a wild conspiracy theory that the United States government, the FBI, has already in 2019 identified as the source of a domestic terrorist threat that Donald Trump is now just embracing. QAnon. It's this wacky video where music plays over, music which, by the way, I found that is the QAnon theme song. Where we go one, we go all is the name of the song. It's on Spotify. Here's the screenshot on Spotify. Same song that Donald Trump is playing. Just days after he retruths, he posted a picture of himself on his goofy social media network with him wearing a Q pin with the caption, "The storm is coming. Where we go one, we go all," with the little initials there. If you don't know, briefly, let me get into what QAnon is if you don't know, because it's insane, dangerous. And this is the result of Donald Trump initiating this unwashed, uneducated, low information voter base into the political atmosphere, giving them the confidence that they have a stranglehold on the truth and understanding of how things work when they don't even know the difference between the word wonton and wanton. They don't know the difference between petri dish and peach tree dish. They don't know enough about the history of our world to know that it's not the gazpacho police. These people are dangerously stupid, and they believe wholeheartedly in QAnon. This is from 2019. The Daily Beast, Will Sommer, wrote this about QAnon. The title of this, if you want to look it up, I'll have the link in the description. What is QAnon? The craziest theory of the Trump era explained. I got 2 paragraphs here. Since Q's breadcrumbs are so vague, it's impossible to nail down exactly what the storyline is supposed to be. But the general story outlined in a pro-QAnon video endorsed by Schilling is that every president before Trump was a criminal president, quote unquote, in league with all the nefarious groups of conspiracy theories past, the global banking elite, death squads operating on orders from Hillary Clinton, deep state intelligence operatives, and Pizzagate-style pedophile rings. In an effort to break this cabal's grip, according to Q, the military convinced Trump to run for president. That's paragraph 1 here. They believe this. They believe that little old lady, Hillary Clinton, is in charge of death squads. They believe there are pedophile rings run out of the basement of pizza places here in DC that don't have basements. And Donald Trump, retruthing himself with Q pins, playing their theme song as a music bed for his dystopian view of America at rallies. That the military convinced goofy idiot Donald Trump to run for president. They believe this. Back to the article. Now Trump and his allies in the military are poised. This is what they believe. Again, this is not the truth. This is fanciful, dangerous conspiracy theory. Now him and his allies in the military are poised to, at least when he was president, arrest all these wrongdoers, shipping many of them off to Guantanamo Bay. That the coming purge has been dubbed the storm. It has been dubbed the storm from his QAnon post on Truth Social just days ago, juxtaposed against an article written 2019 by Will Sommer, Daily Beast. It's been dubbed the storm by QAnon fans, who claim that Trump referenced it when he referenced the calm before the storm in October. So this should tell you what we're dealing with here. Unhinged conspiracy theories that have been labeled by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in this previously, before it was released to the media or until it was uncovered by the media, intelligence bulletin naming QAnon by name in this 15-page bulletin as a danger, as a domestic terrorist threat that Donald Trump embraces. And here we find ourselves days after his Ohio QAnon rally, where they're raising their hands with their fingers in the air. Some people compared it to Nazi salutes. This kind of took on the air of an altar call to me. I grew up in evangelical circles, and at the end of a service, this was at the end of the rally, there's an altar call to invite people to come, to invite Jesus in their hearts, to be saved under the blood of Jesus. This had that same kind of flavor. Reading from the New York Times, Trump rally music plays resembling QAnon song and crowds react. In Ohio, a dark address by the former president, the ex-president, featured music that was all but identical to a theme song for the conspiracy theory movement. Again, the conspiracy theory movement that believes that that there's a video of Hillary Clinton cutting the face off of a child and drinking the child's blood. These people are freaks. They are dangerous. They are stupid, to be sure. Ex-President Donald J. Trump appeared to more fully embrace QAnon on Saturday, playing a song at a political rally in Ohio that prompted attendees to respond with a salute in reference to the cult-like conspiracy theories theme song. While speaking in Youngstown in support of J.D. Vance, whom he has endorsed as Ohio's Republican nominee for the Senate, Mr. Trump delivered a dark address about the decline of America over music that was all but identical to a song called Where We Go One, We Go All, WWG1WGA, an abbreviation for the QAnon slogan, Where We Go One, We Go All. As Mr. Trump spoke, scores of people in the crowd raised fingers in the air in an apparent reference to the one in what they thought was the song's title. It was the first time in memory of some Trump aides that such a display had occurred at one of his rallies. Aides to Mr. Trump, by the way, that's not by accident. They played the theme song to QAnon days after he posted a Photoshop picture of him wearing a Q pen. And now they're playing the theme song, initiating everyone in a cult-like manner to raise their hands in solidarity as the dear leader spoke his message about how evil our country is. Aides to Mr. Trump said the song played at the rally was called Mirrors, and it was selected for use in a video that Mr. Trump played at the conservative meeting CPAC and posted on his social media site, Truth Social. But it sounds strikingly like the QAnon theme song. Here's the video. Then I'll play just a little snippet, a few seconds while I'm talking, of the song from Spotify that they're claiming is not the song, although it's the song. Here's Donald Trump in Youngstown, Ohio. Watch this cult moment from his rally.
We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate a country, Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. It would never have happened with me as your commander-in-chief, and for 4 long years, it didn't happen. And China, with Taiwan, is next. We are a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never, ever before. We've got a Federal Bureau of Investigation that won't allow bad election-changing facts to be presented to the public, where Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation when they knew it wasn't, and a Department of Justice that refuses to investigate egregious acts of voting irregularities and fraud. And we have a president who is cognitively impaired and in no condition to lead our country, which may end up in World War III. We're a nation that no longer has a free press and has no fair press any longer. Fake news is all you get, and they are truly the enemy of the people. We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed, where crime is rampant like never before, where the economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020. We are a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon and China to use the trillions of dollars it has taken from us to build a military to rival our own. And just 2 years ago, we had Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, and all of the rest in check. They weren't going to do a thing against us, and everyone knows it. They respected the United States.
This is chilling. And you got this poor lady behind Donald Trump who thinks that it's an actual church service where she's raising her hands on high to praise Jesus. Or whatever her thought was. Here's another angle from the New York Times of this, again, bizarre moment. Just a few seconds of it.
My fellow citizens, this incredible journey we're on together has only just begun, and it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious American nation. So with the help of everyone here today and citizens all across our land, we will make America powerful again.
This should bother you. It should bother you on its face, but it also should bother you that I don't believe the American authorities are doing enough to combat this. When are Democrats, when are law enforcement, when is the Department of Justice going to put an end to his influence over the electorate, over the nation? We've already seen violence in his name, time after time after time. And now he is ginning up a true cult, not metaphorically. Dangerous shit is happening right now in Trump world. And we must be aware of it. And then, by the way, here's the song. That song again from Spotify that will play. Because Donald Trump believes as he speaks as though he's a religious leader talking about the ills of America, that we have these problems that we must face, and there's no free speech anymore. They are weaponizing the FBI against their political opponents. Oh, poor me, and you must defend me and come to my aid and raise your hands in solidarity as we sing the song of our cult, as we sit here and luxuriate in our grievance. It's exactly what's happening here. He is whipping people up into a frenzy once again, and we will see. We're gonna see violence. He's certainly going to run for president, if not for anything but to try to extricate himself from his legal troubles. And he's going to try to create as much chaos and division as he possibly can. What do you think about this? I'd love to know. You can call. Leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere, at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And if I do something that you appreciate, if I bring you value to your day or to your week, please consider supporting my work. Click the join button below this video. Become a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month. Just pennies a day to the detractors who don't like me saying it. Fucking weirdos in my emails. And you can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Together, we are going to get all the way through this. Be genuine. Take care of one another.